Little gang tattoo ink smear Washington that we found in this bill search. Blam! What's up, guys? Let's go through another stack. What the heck is that? What is going on? Let's go through another stack of bills to see if we can find stuff worth more than face value. You can find stuff that is way more valuable than, in this case, $1. We're looking at fancy serial numbers, misprints, stuff like that. I got a good old stack of mainly ones like I went to the old club, but let's get to it. Let's see if we have anything. I won't kill a bunch of time taking forever per bill because there's quite a few of them to go through. But like I said, there's a few things I like to look for. First thing is, man, what is going on here? There we go. We'll just pull you right on out. Hey, all right. Trinary Note. Sweet. Nice little block of threes there. Trinary Notes have 3 numbers in the serial number. In this case, 2 3s and 6s. Unless it's in a really good pattern or block repeater where they're all clumped together, they're generally just worth their face value. In this case, though, you can see the start of a stuck digit where that 6-3 on the end is kind of sitting weird. If it's way up or real dramatic, that's a stuck digit error, and those can be worth pretty good money as well. So I really like this one. It's a good example of a trinary note. So again, if you find something with a little bit better pattern or fancy serial number than this, you could get a few bucks over face value. And then after I said I wasn't going to spend forever on the notes, I started yapping away, but hey, if we would have had a 9 here, it would have been kind of cool to have almost a repeat. I've been seeing a lot of videos coming out on YouTube, which is awesome, and TikTok about coins and banknotes, but definitely do your research. Some people are saying weird stuff like, oh yeah, this almost pattern that isn't a pattern is worth like $80. It's not, unfortunately. My website's not the only one that has banknote prices, so you don't have to use my website. My Currency Collection, I'm totally unaffiliated with. They're really good. GainesvilleCoins.com. That website's freaking awesome. They have put 20 years of work into that site. So, you know, check them out. I don't need you to go to my site. I'm not the only dude out there. I'm just some guy. 2017. I haven't seen anything too crazy. I get caught up getting excited talking about other stuff, so if you see that I missed something and pointed it out in other videos, I appreciate it. Hey, a little bit of something going on here. This looks like just some damage to the note. This is wet ink transfer. This is a good one, though. If it was actually blocking out the "we" and "In God We Trust," I'd probably hold on to it. I did set aside that little trinary note. Again, I don't think it's like super crazy, but I think it's kind of cool. Yeah. Some people call these double year notes, 1081, 1291. I don't think they're very collectible unless they're historically important dates, like if there was 1776 or something in it. No change in design in $1 notes in like 50 years, so nothing to talk about there either. Look for seals and serial number shifts. Those are another thing. Misaligned prints, like if the whole note's all weird and shifted one way or the other. Other areas to look for are, you know, anywhere there's good detail on the note. So U.S. currency here in the United States goes through a multi-printing process. So it's 3-phase. So portions of the note are printed on it, some are in it. So they can, you know, what I am getting at is there is opportunity for a lot of different errors. So you can get a lot of value out of your banknotes. Not finding anything too spicy yet. Really beat up $1 bill. But if you watch any of my videos, I don't know what it is, man. When they give out change, they're like, hey, hold on 1 second, sir. And then they find the note that's like scotch taped together. And then they give me that, even though they got nice, clean ones. That's interesting. Look at that. Almost like a gang tattoo. Nice little misprint. It's actually stray green inking from, well, it could be wet ink transfer, but it doesn't look like it from the backside. But look at that. Little gang tattoo Washington, man. That's actually kind of cool, and you can see it from nice and far away. So that's actually, I really like that a lot. Super cool. I'm gonna set that aside. I don't care if you think it's collectible or not. I think it's awesome. I love little stray ink stuff. I love star notes, and a lot of people, you guys are like, yeah, I come across star notes all the time, man. I'm like, hey, I know, but I like them. So, I know people that collect the same VHS tape. So, half of you probably don't even know what VHS is. Well, they know what VHSs are, but you probably don't even have a VCR at your house. I'm back when we still, orated to each other because TVs were made of tablets and stuff you had to carve on. Yeah. I thought there was something jumping out here, but nothing too crazy. I also have people comment like, why don't you straighten out the bills, or why are they all crazy looking? I just get the stack of notes. I do a lot of vending machines. I do a lot of auction buys. So I have a lot of like 1s and 5s and stuff a lot of the time. So again, if you watch my videos, you notice a lot of my bill searches are 1s and 5s due to that. And I just kind of pull them out, man. I mean, if I already look through them, it kind of takes a lot of the fun out of it, Sometimes I'll see like a star note or something on the top of the stack, and I'll go, ooh, I found something great. But I don't usually make videos of those. I like to just do these kind of impromptu bill searches. So, I get home, I chill out for the night, and then usually now in the morning, I just bust out whatever money I had from the last couple of days, see if we find anything. These are actually sequential notes. The last one was 8. This is 7. It's kind of cool. I mean, a little bit wonky, but cool. These are very good condition 2017 A notes. Good clump of 8s here. In regards to fancy serial numbers, so like clumped numbers or repeaters, if you want to call them that, I personally shoot to find, if it's a trinary note, then like 3 clumped together, and then 2 numbers. But most people prefer to have just a binary note with 2 digits in the serial number, and have them clumped together. So like 4 4s and 4 5s or something. That would get some really good value out of it, especially if it's like these notes that are pretty crisp still. 2017, both 2017 and 2017A are gargantuan print runs, same as most dollar bills. If you made it this far into the video, 7.5 minutes, man, you have an attention span longer than, sadly, the statistic they put out a couple weeks ago, which is Americans in general now have an attention span of 2 minutes. Crazy. What the heck is going on? We don't teach cursive anymore. Nobody's reading books. It's wild, man. But hey, you don't need that. You can watch these videos and other people's videos, turn your dollar into like $1 million. You don't need no stinking books. 2017, little shift in the seal. You can actually find a lot of shifted seal stuff. You just got to really keep an eye out for it. It's noticeable in a lot of them that I go through that shifted seals are pretty, common. But you can find dramatic ones that are worth quite a bit. You just got to go through a lot of bills. Lots of wet ink transfer. You can see all this wet ink transfer from a note that had just got printed. They cut them from the sheet and, of course, stack them. And then the ink transfers from one note to the other. Like if you took, a freshly printed photo on photo paper or something, or wrote Sharpie on something and then it doesn't have time to dry, it just wipes right off onto another surface. So same dealio here. And wet ink transfers, although not an error per se, if say this word 1 was translated to another note that sat below it like this, and it actually obscured Washington, you could have really good value there. 1 digit away from a broken ladder. If we would add a 2 instead of one of these ones, we would add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or I'm sorry, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So keep an eye out for broken ladder notes. Those always, always, always are collectible, unless they're really beat up or something. But one that's minorly wear and tear, like has minor wear and tear like that, undoubtedly will command some face value, or can't talk today, premium over face value. Nothing jumping out there. And nothing there. So nothing too crazy. I'm kind of glad about that little bit of a ink smear deal on Washington's face. I just think it's kind of cool. Hey, another Trinary Note. Kind of a date note, although the US didn't exist yet. And it's shifted up a little bit. You can see the seal and serial numbers are shifted a bit. But you got October 3rd, 1010, or October 3rd, October 10th. Or you have 1003 and 1010 as years. It's a cool little trinary with 0, 1s, and 3s. It would have been stellar to have no 3 here and a 0 or 1. That's one of the most sought after pattern serial numbers, and it's what's called a binary because it's 0 and 1s and it's only 2 digits, so it's called a true binary. So keep an eye out for binary notes, but trinaries can be valuable. I'll set it aside just because I like them. There you go. See, so a great example. Don't even have to hold the bill up of that wet ink transfer. You can see the edge of a backwards E and then the side of the O pressing through from the back. If it was actually across Washington's face and really obscuring him, or like that other one we found where it's like almost looks like his face is tattooed, you can get a little bit of value to him. Getting down there. Just a good old stack of ones, man. I don't know. Don't judge me. I'm just walking around with $400 in ones or whatever. It's actually like $50, but whatever. And little bead up, but nothing nuts. For a second, I thought we had a little bit of something in the serial number. Somebody decided to write on here, too. You can count to 35. You don't need to write on there. Look at this guy. Weirdly printed 0 there. But on 2013 series, it is incredibly common to have an over ink, especially on the 3rd digit of one or both serial numbers. So I do not consider that collectible. And if you see them, I see them on eBay all the time. I would not suggest paying over the face value for that. Nothing there. Last couple of notes. You guys are awesome. I'm glad we got to do this bill search together. Haven't done one in a couple days. More importantly, let me know what you want to see videos about and what you have come across in your banknote and bill searches. I love hearing about it. Last 2 notes, we'll just do them. Oh, 3. See, I'm trying to skip out, man. We won't do them together. Another close, kind of close, broken ladder, but nothing too crazy. Really damaged, been wet before. Would have been cool to have like 7474 and then a repeat of it, or 7474 7878. That would have been a nice kind of repeater, fancy serial number. This looks like damage. You can just kind of tell it's all a bunch of gunk and stuff. And then we got ourselves, man, almost another broken ladder. If we would have had a 5 instead of 4s, would have had 0 through 7 again. So 2 of them in one video, man. That is wild. Well, woulda, coulda, shoulda. Oh well. It was close, and this one was really good condition. I would have loved that. But what are we holding on to? Not really anything crazy. It's more collectible. I'm not saying it's worth a ton of money, but keep an eye out for trinary notes with better patterns than both that one and this one. But I think they're kind of cool, and I think they're collectible, so I set them aside for examples for you to look at. And then the one I think is really cool is our little minor ink smear error. As far as value, if it was in better condition, I'll try to flatten it out in a book or something. This thing is wrinkled beyond belief from, the rain or something. But anyway, little gang tattoo ink smear Washington that we found in this bill search. They can be worth a few bucks over face value, which is pretty sweet, right? You can turn $1 into like $3 to $5. You can't really do that with a lot of stuff. But let me know what you think about this minor little ink error in the comments below, whether you think it's dumb or you think it's awesome. And let me know what you've come across in your coin and banknote searches lately as well. Hit the subscribe button. I will see you guys in the next video and in the comments below. Peace out.